Holy shit! You're not bringing this shit to my life, both of you. And I hate French people more than I hate white people. So fuck you. French people. French people. Actually, no, fuck you. Shit. Keep this shit out of my life, bro. Stop dropping fucking eggs. Your mom part's getting taken away because he's effective. How about you come up here and debate me on that, bro? I don't know what fucking Lucas's amount is on how much he would want to f a dog. Nobody's trying to talk about that. I'm trying to talk about why do you still defend this man? That's the topic. I don't. The camp for French. Why do you obsess over? Ah, okay, because he's orange. Why do you all day, every day concerning guys? Wait. Annoying. Here, let me ask you some questions. Is Donald Trump is the sorry? Is the president of the United States the most powerful person in the world? Yes or no? Answer the yes. Okay. Who is currently the president of the United States? Annoying. Who's currently the president of the United States? Annoying. Donald Trump. You got it. So it might be a little bit relevant to talk about what the most powerful person in the world is doing. Wow, who would have maybe who would have thought people would focus on that? Hmm. Meanwhile, you cried Trump Biden into time term. What? No. I holy shit! Like, yeah, no. I was glazing Biden, right? Inflation Reduction Act, Build Back Better, or infrastructure bill, Science and Chip Act. Like, check. Biden was so fucking ineffective on policy. There was not a day. Anybody on the YouTube side, we just got fucking taken down. We're officially on a 7-day ban on TikTok. Uh, thank you to the one concurrent viewer currently here. What happened? Oh, Hex, you're the only viewer who came in. Yeah, we got a 7-day ban. I think the person who was in the live earlier reported us. Yeah, it's me. Fuck you. How the fuck would you do that, bro? Oh my god. Oh my god. He's a Zionist Jew. My what? the actual fuck? People are so fucking weird, bro. At 9:16. Wait, this was just a little bit. Oh, okay. Knowing Poutine is calling me. Go live and Scratch. Two. No, I'm not gonna go live right there. I'm good. I'm guessing this appeal is bullshit, so I'm just gonna wait till see if I can actually get it appealed, and if I can't, then I'll just go live on my other account. Oh my fucking god. I was about to actually get like a debate tonight too on the Discord side, but nobody actually wants to have any kind of conversation. Let's check my French. I'll try and call. Let's see if I'll actually do something. Let's see if this shit actually works. What a fucking bitch. Well, I literally can't get anyone to debate, I swear. My god. God damn, I just wasn't expecting that to happen already. I don't want to be talking right now. Poutine, summon. I don't fucking know. You know what? You're not taking blame. What the fuck has happened? Huh? They're just. Yeah, they're saying that I was doing bullying and harassment, but I've said French here and called you French all the time, so it wasn't that. The you know the bitch in the comments. I think she reported alive. You know the person in the comments? Yeah, I think she reported alive. Yeah, I submitted an appeal. It's probably gonna take like a good 10 minutes for it to get through. I'm on YouTube right now. If you want to look, you're actually currently on my live stream. No, I'm YouTube, dude. Fuck my live. No. You only care about your feelings. Sorry, let me. See, I didn't mute the desktop audio. Somebody else did. Can't hear him. Okay, I'm sorry, Hex. My mistake. I didn't realize my fucking desktop audio auto muted.
Yeah, by the way, X is listening to me. Tell him to check his Discord DMs.
Damn, what happened?
Yeah,
You can just
just
say it
DM
because he's
me
listening. He's
L.
listening right now. He's in the fucking
Yeah, but
comments.
yeah, X like a bitch went to my Discord DMs and said, "L, read philosophy." So I sent him my theory, and I'll just send you what I sent.
They're fucking
Look at your
bitches, bro.
look at your DMs. Also, Flash, can you do me a favor?
Mm-hmm.
X said they will drop the clip of the debate about dog wars between us on YouTube. So when he does, can you watch the debate and tell us who won that debate?
Okay. It's probably not gonna be you. I'm not gonna lie, brother.
Fuck you, Waver. You're just mad because I won the debate against the other guy, which got destroyed.
I got the. What do you mean?
The guy that you were trying to engage in good faith, and I just joined to say, yeah, mate, you should just go on jerk, mate, instead. I won that
Go fuck
debate.
yourself. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, you're just mad.
Silence, Frencher.
Scratcher. I love that one. Thank you, Noah.
Please tell me my appeal's gonna. Wait, let me. Oh, they got the clip up. What you thought?
Oh no. Please tell me what it is.
Oh shit! There's no shot. That's good.
What? Wait, what's the
Oh
clip?
shit! No, it says I hate French people more than I hate white people. I might be fucked. I might be fucked.
Yo, you're fucking. You
Bro,
should
all
have
the
said
time I said the
whitey.
R slur, I might be actually. I said retard. I'm not saying fuck you.
Is
Wait,
it that that's because you said white and French? I can't hear what it's saying. Like, put it close to the mic.
French people. Actually, no, fuck you. But you can hear it.
Yeah, put it close to the mic.
Name one question that ended against me. Name one question.
Holy shit! You're not bringing the shit to my life, both of you. And if I push, and I hate French people more than I hate white people. So fuck you. French people. Actually,
Fuck,
I might
fuck
actually
me,
just be
man.
fucked.
Yeah, that's what happened when you kick out the French.
I might be fucked here. God damn it.
TikTok just declared the AEA unconstitutional. Oh, fuck. Did you fight against it or?
Yeah, we're fighting against it, but look, sometimes
Um,
you're lucky, sometimes you're unlucky.
So does that mean that for the if you do get the 1 week ban, you won't be again racist against the French
No,
for
I
like
won't
a
be
week?
racist against the whites. That means
God damn it! You should just ask for clarification. Like, is it against the whites or the Frenchers?
obviously it's against the fucking whites, dude.
Yeah, nobody cares about the French.
Oh, that's such a dumb. Somebody totally reported me. That's so fucking dumb.
Wait, you want to know the truth?
What?
It was me, Scratch. I got really mad.
Stop fucking. I know it's not you, bro. So fucking dumb.
I mean, I could have, by the way. Like, it was really fucking mean how you just banned me, but not X.
No shit. You were the one who came into live immediately
Why?
started talking about it too. Did you ever recognize that?
Wait, what?
What do you mean? Wait, what? Yes, you
You
came into
cut out.
life.
I
Was like,
didn't mean.
I just came from Hexes, and we were talking about dog orts, and I think it's okay to fuck a dog at $2, and he thinks, and he wouldn't do it for any amount of money, or like $2 billion, and I don't. I think that's dumb.
Trash. I was mad. I needed somebody to vent, a shoulder to cry on. Like, don't be so mean.
Be so mean. That's exactly what happened. You don't crying about it. The money guy. See, the guy is live saying the stuff. Okay.
God damn it. You guys are just mad because I'm so more efficient with my money.
That was super dumb. That was so it was so fucking dumb. How he was like, "Oh, well, you have really bad finances, bro. You have terrible finances after you drop 30,000 on a car in cash.
3,000? What?
30
30 30,000.
on a car in cash.
I mean, I worked. I'm like on my third year apprenticeship. Like, I make bank. Like, I don't spend that much, and and there was a fucking moron in the chat, like going, "Why would you buy a SUV instead of a pickup truck? Like, why would I buy a 100K truck that breaks all the time and costs like a liver on gas?" Like, everybody around me, like on that's also an apprentice that bought a truck is stupid to my eyes. Like, they want, oh my gosh, my payments are so expensive. It costs so much on gas. Like, half of the guys I worked with who have pickup trucks, deadass have a second car that's cheaper on gas.
Damn, really?
Yeah, because, well, I work in like the really redneck region of Quebec, and we are like an hour away from Quebec City. So, like, everybody in my region are like blue collar guys, and half of them go work in the city. So it's like an hour drive every day just to go there. So they need a car, a good one. So the reason why I bought a really expensive car is because I needed space, it to be cheap on gas and reliable. I was working like 5 hours away from home.
My God, that's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, then
I would not want to
I
drive
used to.
a 5 hour commute is fucking
No, 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 not every day. Like,
oh.
I would stay at an hotel. Like right now, half of my pay is a bonus that is supposed to be paid as the hotel, but it's because the union rate, once you're like 70 miles away from home, they have to double your pay. So
Holy shit.
basically, yeah, so like on paper, I changed my address. I only do an hour drive, like 55 miles instead of 70. But because of that, like I have an agreement with my boss. He pays me double.
Wait, so you changed your address so that you could always get double pay, basically?
Yeah, it's basically fraud, but it's
Wait, why are
because
you
I
admitting
work,
this on YouTube on a live stream?
because everybody does it, because I'm technically
Wait,
in Quebec. You
wait,
cannot.
I
Let's
know
hear
it.
me
I
out.
know.
Hear me out. No,
I might actually delete this live stream for your sake. You're actually
it's
trying
not
to
fraud.
fuck
TikTok,
yourself.
it's not fraud. It's
You're
different.
YouTube. You're actually that's not what's gonna happen. Yeah, it's like fraud, but nobody really cares until you get
It's not okay.
doxxed.
It's not fraud on. Okay, it's
Annoying,
not fraud.
annoying,
No, no,
annoying.
it's not fraud on paper. It's not criminally. It's not fraud. Basically, we have the construction commission that dictates how much we get paid, like per distance from home, hourly rates by trade and by apprenticeship level. So basically, you cannot technically work on paper by the square foot. Like, I'm a drywaller, so instead of being paid by the hour, I get paid by how much drywall I will hang in a week. So, like, I have, like, my boss pays the commission, which takes a part of it in like private taxes or something like that, and they give me the rest. So per week, I have to hang the equivalent of $3,000 worth of drywall. Like, I get paid 40 cents per per square feet. So like, I have to do this calculation, and basically I get paid on paper for 44 hours of like off work. So because of all my bonuses, like the pay is match, so I get paid like if I was working in Montreal when I'm working in Quebec City, which is way closer to my home. So I don't have to pay for an hotel. I don't have to do this huge commute between both cities. Like it's it's complicated. There's nothing even remotely close in the US, but it's not really fraud. It's just working around. It's a loophole,
Are you
like
sure
off of
it's nothing
drywallers.
illegal going on whatsoever? You sure about
No,
that?
it's you know it's a technically the construction commission doesn't agree with that. When they ask me about it, I say, oh no, I'm paid by the hour, but like most drywallers do, and they know that. Like everybody does it as a drywaller. Nobody's doing that by the hour because it destroys your body. Like it's so fucking hard. Like you wind that you have to lift with somebody else 200 pounds, like something that was 200 pounds. Some shit that I have to hang alone are 120 pounds.
Get a different job, bro.
No, it's not dead ass. It's
Lol.
really fun. And I do the hours I want. I can listen to Piscolidi debate some fucking dumbass on while getting paid, so it's fine.
That's what if that's what you want to fucking do, dude. You go ahead. Fuck me
Yeah,
though.
you just can't get it because you're unemployed.
You know that's not true. I am
I
the
know
most.
it's
I
true.
am
I
the
don't
most
believe your ass.
employed. I am the most employed.
Yeah. Oh guys, I'm a mover. Look at my big arms.
They're huge, bro. They're giant.
Holy shit. Is
Like
it
it's
the
like
only huge part about you?
that's not the only huge part, bro. Do you want to see the other?
Yeah, no
Can't.
shit, you're black.
They just look skinny when I do this. Maybe it's just the fact my wrist is skinny, like my forearm. I have really small hands.
Yeah, but you have so. Oh yeah, but the problem is that it sucks, but I have really small forearms. Like I'm in shape. Like I got great pecs, great shoulders, and everything. But fuck my wrists keep being small. Like I can't grow them. Like there's no muscle to grow. So it's really funny. Like some people see me get into the job site, and I lift some heavy ass weights. Like some people really got surprised. Like I don't look like a drywaller just looking at my wrists. Even at my gym, like when we were fighting MMA, like I always have a shirt on. But the day we fought like outside, like I just removed my shirt and people went, Jesus
You
fucking Christ.
wait. Why don't you post your gym shit, dude, in the Discord?
Because it's so fucking gay. What do you mean?
Oh, what no shit it is. Post it.
Maybe. Like the last I haven't done any weightlifting in like 6 months. Like I keep the same shape just because of drywall and MMA. Like my job is working out for free. Like I get paid for that shit, so it's nice, but no, it sucks. Like if you ever get into weightlifting, like being stagnant is the fucking worst.
Damn. So what's like the top part about drywalling? It's just carrying around the really heavy fucking sheets, and they put them having to like use lift them up onto the walls.
Yeah, the hard part is because most of the time when you do like I do condos, and you have to do the sheet at the top first, so you have to hold it like in place before you do the downport. Like the downport, you have a like a pedal, so you drop the sheet on the ground and you can lift the sheet just with your body weight. But it's really hard because on one arm you have to set yourself to lift like 100 pounds, and you with your right hand you have only one screw already set on your screw gun. So when you drill it into place, you cannot mess up. If you miss the stud, like there's nothing holding up the sheet of drywall, you're fucked. Like you have to put your shoulder in a weird position, and it destroys your arm. Like there are so many techniques as well, like
Wait,
to hang
you
drywall.
do
Like
this by
if you
yourself?
yeah, I cannot work with somebody else because if somebody is better than the other, then the pay gets fucked because nobody wants to do 50-50 with somebody who's slower than them. Like you have to, you need a good pay to make your weekly pay. Like it's max tenure. Like everybody I work around, like tell me, yeah, in 10 years, you'll have to switch trade. It's extremely rare to see people that are 50 that have been doing drywall their entire life. And the people that do, their bodies are destroyed. They have no knees, their wrists are destroyed, their necks are gone, their shoulder are inexistent.
Holy
Like
shit.
it's
Holy shit.
yeah, it's
Bro's
weird
like,
because
yeah,
drywall
yeah, my
seems
job's so great. I get to work out for free. Also, I'm slowly destroying my body.
no right now it's fine. Like when I started doing it,
It's not. No,
like
it's
the first
not.
week, I was so stressed because I thought it would be like the shoulders or the neck that gets destroyed, but it's like your top back, like the top of your back is destroyed because you're always doing like shrugs using like what's the part of you're always using the top of your back. So I was so fucking sore after one day of doing that shit. But at least it gives great backs. I can share maybe in the Discord. Like my back, it's fucking shredded right now. But the part that you don't, it's not really hard. But the my wrists are way not weaker, but are more sensible. Like I have to watch out for it every morning. I have to do some scratching before starting any drywall because it will absolutely destroys it. Like I've already injured myself, and since you're using your hands all the time, like you cannot do days of work with injured wrists.
My gosh. Do you get the thing where like your hands
Coronal
are like
tunnels.
your hands are like cramped down like this?
No. The part that will probably destroy me in the long run is I think it in English it's the coronal tunnels, like just doing motions with your wrist. The muscle around it, if it gets bigger or like thicker, there's like a nerve going in the middle of your forearm and goes to every finger but your pinky finger. So what happens, and sometimes it will get compressed by your own muscles, so you get like not cramps, but it always hurts like non-stop. It will hurt, and sometimes like during the middle of the night when you're not even using your forearms, like you will feel wrist pains that keeps you up. Like you have to get a surgery for that, and you can only get the surgery once. So if you get the surgery and you injure yourself again after that, like your life is it's fucking done.
Damn, fucking Hex stopped watching. My average view duration is 20 minutes because Hex watched the YouTube for 20 minutes. One person.
Thank you, X, for thank you, X, for being such a good listener, despite being really bad at philosophy.
You're a troglodyte. You're around 13 when COVID been and barely swimming in your dad's. That's when 9/11 happened. What? Wait,
Show your face, bitch.
wait, I'm gonna call. Wait, come on, so easy. It'd be so easy for him to just do it. Come on.
Wait, why did they write COVID in?
Come on, join. You
You,
bitch.
he won't. He's a bitch.
I have no absolutely nothing to learn from you. Are there? Bro, just leave.
I don't even know who that guy is, by the way. Like, who's the fuck
I have
is
no idea.
Sean? I've never seen him.
Holy shit, that's racist.
No, what do you mean it's racist? It's Justin Trudeau, the ex-prime minister of Canada.
That's who?
It's the picture. It's the black face of Trudeau, the ex-prime minister.
Is that serious? Really?
Yeah, it was like our biggest scandal that like multiple times, like for multiple years, every Halloween, he will just dress himself into a black man. Like even the knees, like he had the like there were holes in his pants for the costume. He would paint his legs black. Like he was so dedicated to the bit.
Why? Dude, wait.
What do you mean, wait?
Same pro. Holy shit! Wait, what? If people are like, I don't need to debate you. I'm so much older, dude. If you're so much fucking older, then you would think you'd be way better at debating me. So basic. Keyboard warrior. Yeah, that's definitely one way of fucking describing it. What an actual retard. My god. Like, how the fuck can you say? How the fuck can you sit in DMs and be at the same time saying, "Oh, it would be a waste of time for me to actually go and debate you," but you're spending like fucking 30 minutes shitting on me in a fucking Discord DM. Like, what a fucking no lifer.
Did you get like your claim checked by TikTok or
Wait. He's the one who re-instigated it, right? He said checking my favorite Frencher.
wait? That accent tick sounds like Belgium or Nether. What the fuck? It's because you're Muslim. What?
You're Muslim now. You're Muslim. Dude, it could be the US, baby.
How
It's
can they?
cool
It's
as
such.
shit.
I have such a Quebec accent, by the way. Like it's really easy. Like some people will instantly recognize, like, yeah, you're from Quebec. How? Why do people think it's a Middle Eastern accent? Like I've seen some people say it's an Indian accent.
It's because
Like
Americans are
fucking. Hell.
Americans are fucking retards, bro.
Oh
They
yeah,
literally
you
say
guys are
accents.
fucking like subhuman
Why
IQ
do you
low.
think? Yeah, I have a very Quebec accent. Holy
What?
shit. You say Quebec? Say Quebec again.
Quebec.
Holy shit. Fuck.
Say it.
Quebec.
No, like being dead ass. Like say it. Quebec.
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 No.
Why? You just say you can.
Quebec.
Quebec. Say it's don't.
I'm not saying
Why
you
are
with
you?
that disgusting accent.
You're like rolling the. What do you mean? Discussing accent? Like it's straight. It's extremely straight. Quebec. Like you guys roll the tongue when
Quebec.
you say it. I don't get it. Quebec.
Quebec.
Why do you say the Q like that? You say Q like K, like a K.
It's
Quebec.
not like a K. It's not like a K.
Okay,
It's
okay.
Quebec.
Say. What is the? Okay, say the alphabet letter K right now.
No. It doesn't exist.
It's K. It's literally the letter
No.
K, and
No,
then
it was made up by the
back,
French. It was made up
back.
by the French. It was made up by the French. It doesn't exist.
No, no, do it scratch, please.
K.
Say the letter K and
K.
and then say back. K, back.
No.
Why? Why? What?
I'm not falling for the demands of a Frencher.
Oh, Jesus, I hope you get permabanned on TikTok. Like fucking yeah.
My God, I can't believe it. Because why would I need to debate two kids that are 5'8" and what?
That you
Holy
don't have
shit!
any. I think about
Holy
it.
shit!
No.
He's so insulted. And he's so insulted. Oh my God. Also happened to be 10 years younger. Oh my God! I can't. He's such a keyboard warrior. Log off, bro. Holy shit. Why do you why do, and he's still responding?
um, who the? I don't even know who this guy is. After you called me so you could finish edging, and that was also after Putin commented. What?
My God, this is so okay. I need to switch fucking views back to general.
Wait, why are they still doing that? Like, yeah, look at this clown, bro. That's you. Jesus
That's
Christ, man.
literally you, brother. You're the one contradicting yourself. Wait, aren't you literally the one complaining that you get steamrolled? What?
What the fuck is he saying, man?
What a fucking retard. My God, I couldn't try. I couldn't try and make as bad arguments. See,
Oh fuck, is it Abe? Man, wait. Like I'm trying to recognize who this guy is just by the speech patterns, but fuck, who in Off's life could it be?
You could tell by the speech patterns.
Like, yeah. Do you know who Abe is in Off's
Yeah,
community?
isn't he's
The cat picture.
clowned?
My clown did.
Wait, is Hoff live right now?
No idea. I got blocked. Hey. If you go on Off's live, tell me I'll switch accounts.
I don't think Hoff is live. I can't see. Yeah, he's definitely not live right now. Would you look at that? My appeal is still pending review.
Jesus.
Usually takes
Yeah,
10
they're
minutes.
just mad at the anti-French racism.
Holy shit, these online fucking retards. My god. Original game. Hey, please don't tell me that's you. It
Oh
is
no,
him, isn't
it's
it? Oh shit. He's still scared. He's still scared. Why can't he join the voice? Oh, look at this retard, bro.
there is no fucking way that it's ow like twice now. Like oh my fuck. Okay, little context. Like when I was on Abe's live, like not Abe's live, Off's live. Abe got so fucking mad. Like he was. I got kicked off and he said, "Annoying doesn't want to debate and this and that." So I followed him and I said, "Yeah, I'm down to debate whenever you want." He got so fucking mad that I just followed him to talk to him that when I was debating another conservative, he joined the live and started screaming, "Annoying is obsessed with me. He followed me. How dare he is such a fucking creep." Like even the conservative host was like, "Dude, are you okay? What?" And for
Oh
no
my
reason, like
god.
for 1 hour, he stayed in the corner of the life, he didn't say a single word while the conservative was getting cooked the fuck out. And like in other lives, like he kept he always said the same thing, like annoying, you don't engage, you're just insulting, you say this and that. Like every single thing he said was the same. Like I could paraphrase everything he said so far to me in one sentence. And every time I would point that out, he got so fucking mad. So he blocked me and then created another account just to stalk me. And like he once joined the live and just trying. He had like it was the same profile picture as me, and his name was more annoying Putin, and he was just trying to copy my accent. And I didn't even know
Oh my
what
god,
Abe's
that's why
voice
he's
was.
actually
No, no,
scared. By the way,
no, no,
no, the
and
live for people in YouTube chat, Hex specifically, no. The fucking appeal still hasn't gone through yet. It's fucking dumb.
yeah, and Scratch, yeah, like, oh, fuck me. Uh, like, he was trying to copy my accent, and I didn't remember what Abe's voice was like. Like, I had no idea, but he sounded so fucking mad when he was trying to imitate me that I went, holy shit, is this Abe? And it was him. Like, I managed to
Oh, give me a
recognize
sec.
him,
Sorry,
and
somebody's asking to debate me. Shit, give me a sec.
Testing, testing. Does my mic work?
It should.
Okay,
Let
okay,
me.
okay.
I need to fix my live stream real quick. So.
All right.
It's been a little bit, man. How you doing?
Pretty well actually. Yeah. I just saw I don't know, I just saw on your profile it said streaming. And so I'm like,
Yeah, I got
okay.
into it. I'm actually I do you know what the Unfuck America tour is?
Ah, okay. Yeah, so I just figured why not go and see how my favorite leftist is doing. So
True. Yeah.
uh
Guess what?
is there anything
I'm
so
based now. Destiny has officially added me on Discord.
oh, that's cool.
I know.
That's cool. I don't know too much about the guy, to be honest.
Definitely has some interesting opinions.
All right. As for the debate thing, I saw that you're debating. Hold on, let me check the title. Debating Trump supporters.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. So, are there any categories you want to start off with, or?
Uh, we could start with if you want to start with, like free speech or corruption.
Um.
Those would be two good categories we could go down.
Okay. I'm not too knowledgeable about likely what you're going to bring up for. If I'm not wrong, you're likely going to bring up the thing about the guy with the JD Vance meme for the free speech.
No, I'm gonna bring up
No.
you know what's happening with Harvard?
Harvard.
Yeah.
I do not actually. I can look into it, but I I mainly keep up with economic stuff, so that's yeah. Um,
Okay. Harvard filed a
don't really know.
lawsuit recently.
Harvard. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, you
So
mean Trump?
against Trump, basically alleging that alleging that the Trump administration was violating their free speech on the basis of them trying to um, basically suppress certain ideologies on campus by using federal funds to try and leverage them to say or not say something. So, Trump
Okay.
administration sent them, I think it was a letter on April 11th to the president of Harvard saying, hey, you need to basically audit the viewpoints of your students and faculty and expel certain students and faculty who aren't in line with like the government's views. Harvard said no, fuck off, and then in response, the DHS, no, sorry, the Trump administration withdrew research funding from Harvard.
Okay. Does this have anything to do with the? I mean, I own. If this is the same thing, I only have the right wing narrative that I know of, which is this the same one where there were where it was the Harvard administration refusing to condemn anti-Semitism in the pro-Palestine rallies, not like the rallies themselves, but like they were refusing to
It's the
condemn
same
even like the
one.
people saying like kill all Jews. Is that it?
You're talking about the I think Harvard got like Harvard's president got subpoenaed and had to testify before Congress. And there's a clip out there that was going around where they're like, "Would you suspend or take a certain action against a student who was saying like unalive Jewish people. Like, what were you saying?
Mhm.
And they said it depend like on the context of action. That was the viral clip. Yeah, that doesn't have
Yeah.
anything to do with the lawsuit in particular. No.
Okay, so that's not related. Then I'm
Yeah.
I'm not sure too much about it. I got Brave has the ground news thing where it says news from left, news from the right. That's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know too much about it. Currently. This is the first time actually looking into it, so don't
No,
really
it's
have a
fine. We can.
stance. From what I
Are
can,
you familiar
yeah,
with like
from
the?
what I can see,
Yeah.
on it, it from what I can see on it, uh, it's federal funding. So
Yes.
my first instinct would be that the federal government should be able to do within reason what it wants with its funding.
Within
But
reason. Obviously, like for instance, hypothetical, like if Harvard was like a all black school, well, not all black, but like an HBCU, and
mhm,
Trump said, "I don't like black people, so I'm withdrawing your funds, Harvard, unless you get rid of unless you get rid of all the black people on your campus." Harvard said, "Fuck no," and withdrew the funds. Like we'd agree that's unconstitutional, right?
I agree that I believe it would violate the Civil Rights Act of 19.
Yeah, and
Yeah, it would,
that would violate the fifth, I think, and 14th Amendment.
14th Amendment. I believe so. Hold on.
Right.
Yeah, I do believe it would violate the Civil Rights Act because it is the federal government doing what is it, expressing discriminating based off solely racial grounds.
Yeah. So the government can't um the government can't take away funds for illegal or unconstitutional things. So if those oh, who's the fuck is calling? So if those illegal or unconstitutional things were so if the things that they were taking away the funds for were free speech reasons. So like the free
Mhm.
speech of pro-Palestinian activists on campus, which the administration is trying to suppress, that would also be illegal. Which is basically
Mhm.
Harvard's argument, which the judges currently is agreeing with. That they have a preliminary injunction against them.
Okay. What would you say about so your position is that the Trump administration should not be able to withdraw funding due to ideological reasons?
Yes, that's like a coercion of that's a coercion of free speech.
Okay, and forgive me if I'm strawmanning your point here, but so if the government were to, I don't know, at some point under some administration, were to start funding, I don't know, like Nick Fuentes, right? And then a later president would go and try and say, "Oh, I want to remove funding from. I don't want to keep funding Nick Fuentes." Uh, would that be the same? Oh well, you can't remove funding for ideological reasons, or am I just missing the point here?
If it was done for a speech, yeah.
Okay,
Like
so
technically, like if the government in general said we're gonna like fund the actions of Nick Fuentes, yeah, that would that would be legal.
you think it would be legal to
I would disagree
withdraw
with
the
that.
funding?
I think it's immoral. But yeah.
You think it's a more? Well, I don't like Nick Fuentes either, so we're on the same page there. But um, so your position is that if the government agrees to fund a certain institution, they they have to have a they should have to have a what like
A
a
reason that
reason
isn't illegal or unconstitutional to take away their funding.
that isn't illegal or unconstitutional to take away their funding. Okay, so 14th Amendment. All persons born in the state shall make or enforce any law. Okay, no state, where's Congress? Or that person which will be abridged the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive them of life or property without the law, nor deny any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws. Okay. How I understand it, it's going that applies to immutable factors, right? Like things that someone can't change about themselves, like their race, right? And not like not factors that can change, like an ideology they believe in or actions they take, right?
Yeah, but if like I'd agree, but if we're generally going off the principle, I think you kind of agree with earlier. Like the reason that the reason is like they can't take away funding in that case is because it's not because it's off the race, but because going off the race is unconstitutional. That's the like premise we're going off of. And if we apply that to the
Mm.
First Amendment, trying to use federal funds as a way to like either try and like change free speech or change to certain or censor free speech, that would also be unconstitutional.
So would you disagree with the flip side of that, and would you say that like it's also bad for the government to bolster certain ideologies and speech
It's also bad
and
for the government to
subsidize them?
encourage. It's also bad for the government to encourage speech. I don't actually necessarily know if that would be unconstitutional against the First Amendment.
Yeah. To my knowledge, it's not unconstitutional, but constitutionality aside, because the Constitution can be interpreted in many ways, and it has been reinterpreted many times. So personally, I'm more concerned about whether or not an action is moral than whether or not it follows a good
Okay,
faith
yeah,
interpretation of the
I'm
Constitution.
just saying like
Because
under the current understanding of the
yeah,
Constitution that we have, it's illegal for the government to take away federal funding from institutions for the reason to try to, and they were actually doing both to try and coerce Harvard to um, get rid of people of certain ideologies or beliefs on campus, because that would be against the university's free speech. If I want to say like, do I think it's immoral? I'd also probably say yes. I think like allowing pro-Palestinian speech on campus is a good thing, and generally like having like being able to allow those ideologies to exist in like learning institutions
mhm,
is probably good, especially trying to come to like some like holistic understanding within universities of like the situation in like Gaza and Israel.
mhm. That's true. Although I do think that that can be taken too far, right? Like I do think that there's a difference between allowing someone to speak out against the atrocities that are being committed against Palestinians, but I don't think you are equally required to to protect someone, not even protection from federal persecution or government persecution, but protect them from being expelled from a private institution if they're saying something like if they're like threatening other students, or
If
they're
they're
saying
threatening other students, that'd be under bullying harassment, and that would actually be. And if Harvard didn't take the necessary actions to do something, that would actually be against that student's civil rights, and Harvard could actually be prosecuted on that.
is that
So
not what this lawsuit is about? Am I misunderstanding that? I
it's kind
believe
of
that's
part.
what
There's
this
the
lawsuit.
lawsuits, but there's like a multiple parts of the lawsuit. There's like multiple arguments that Harvard like would go through, and
Okay.
like which even if the government was right in everything it was saying that Harvard was doing, it would still be doing unconstitutional action. So like the first one is the SEVP certification. So another thing that the government did is they took away Harvard's ability to have and enroll international students on their campus, right? And
Mhm.
the reason they cite it is because under the SEVP certification, there's certain you have to follow like certain procedures and codes to give the government information when to request it, right? Now,
Mhm.
I read through the lawsuit, and from everything I looked at, Harvard at every level, Harvard complied with what the government was asking for to give them everything they needed to, but the government still lied to Harvard, say they didn't give it, even though by explicit word and what they asked for, they did, and took away their SCVP certification. Now, then the government releases a press release that says, "Hey, we took away their SCVP certification also because they're allowing people with like pro-Palestinian beliefs on campus, right? Like anti anti-Semitism." So that would be like the first part. I think that was I think that they said that was like a violation of like an administration like procedure, and then that'd also be a violation of Harvard's free speech if what the government was asking for previously was also a violation. And then the second thing they were talking about is the federal funding being revoked. Right now,
Mm.
if I let's say that because what the government's alleging, you're doing things that are against the Civil Rights Act, so we're allowed to take away your funding. Now the problem is the
Mhm.
government wasn't just saying that. The government was saying you're promo- you're viol- you're having violations of against the Civil Rights Act. You need to take active steps to get rid of certain people with ideological beliefs on campus, limit their power, and even audit their viewpoints and expel them. Now the only problem is even if Harvard was violating civil rights, that remedy that the government was asking for is so far and above what the like what the government can ask for from Harvard, because
But
that's at
would
that point impeding on Harvard's right to free speech.
right, but so you said that would be that would be different from if they just said you're not following it, we're going to take away your funding.
Yes.
So I don't get how that's different because in this they're basically saying we could take away your funding. That's something that we have the ability to do, and we are just giving you a chance to not have us take away their funding.
It's not so if they were saying, "Hey, you need to make sure that the students who are being bullied and harassed, and that hasn't been proved, but bullying and harassed on campus who are Jewish students need to you need to like fix those situations, remedies. Otherwise, we're going to take active steps to do it. Otherwise, we're going to take away funding." That'd be fine. But to go the step further and say you not only need to do that, but people who have beliefs who are maybe associated, but not necessarily all people, but just with doing this kind of like violence against Jewish students, you also need to audit their viewpoints and potentially expel them and reduce the power that they have on campus. That's the part that would go too far. It's a kind of relief they were seeking.
I mean, sure. I think we're just going to disagree here because in general, I believe that the government is is ex- aside from discrimination based on immutable factors like race or whatever. Aside from that, I think that the federal government has broad authority to take away stuff that they're giving, like stuff that they're giving specifically as well. Like they're giving money to Harvard. They can now. It would be a different thing if they were fining Harvard and taking their money, but I think that the federal government broadly should be able to take away an institution's freedom too, so long as they're not also taking away their freedom from without much recourse.
Yeah, but
Like
trying by taking them away as a punishment for speech that they're allowing, right? That's the problem.
I
Right?
yeah,
Like
I just don't
if
view
you're in
that
snap
as
if
much.
I'm in SNAP benefits and
Mhm,
which is just food stamps by the way,
mhm,
and I
mhm.
make a mean tweet about the government and the government says fuck you, it takes away like my and takes away my SNAP benefits. At that
Mhm.
point, what like that's the government's trying to coerce me to not say something, and the United States has already recognized, as the Supreme Court already recognized that as being a violation of my free speech. And when we apply that to institutions who have some level of free speech, including Harvard, when we apply that at that level, we recognize, oh yeah, this is absolutely a violation of Harvard's free speech.
So, do institutions have the same rights as people?
Uh, they have more limited. So a university as I was saying before, they have to they have more duties to comply with like civil rights, making sure students are like discriminated,
Mhm.
harassed against. But then I think we already went through like what the relief
Mhm.
the government was asking for is like beyond what they could and would constitute a violation of Harvard's free speech.
Okay, so where was the federal funding coming from? Like what department?
I think it was from the National Health Service. It was cancer research funding.
Okay, the NHS. So
If I'm
I'm going
correct.
into here. Do they? So was this? So were they giving money specifically to Harvard, or was it a categorical thing, like any university or whatever?
It was funding grants too. Holy shit! Can't we're getting back into contracts. It would have probably been under like a very broad I forgot what's it called, like a vehicle. There's different funding. There's like a vehicle under which you can create like multiple contracts for individual schools, and so my guess is like they
Yeah.
just
So
canceled the individual contracts under the
so
bigger like
okay.
funding
So it was a
vehicle.
contract with Harvard,
Like
specifically with
for
Harvard,
grants. It
instead
was
of a
grants. That's right.
contract with a group that Harvard happened to be a member of. Am I
Yes.
getting that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so I think that's fundamentally different from SNAP because uh, cutting someone's SNAP benefits for saying something you don't like, it they're still within the group. It's not SNAP is a broad group. Anyone making under a certain amount, anyone fitting certain descriptions is eligible for SNAP. However, was if the government had a contract with you saying, "Hey, I'm going to give you in particular $200 worth of groceries every week," and then you said something they don't like, and then they said, "Okay, we're going to stop giving you those groceries." I don't think that's the same thing as taking away someone's SNAP benefits
Yeah, the chilling
for
on free
speaking out
speech
against
is still
government.
there under both though. I don't really like.
Well, the government isn't persecuting you for your speech. They're just ceasing to give you a benefit that you used to be getting over what the standard is.
Like if you're like employers do this all the time. Like if you're somebody like people like there's a reason like schmazzies don't feel like they want to come out and like speak their beliefs on play on like TikTok and places because they know like there's
Mm,
consequences from employers like that's still like
mm,
that's still a punishment, right? That's can still
mhm.
just because you're taking away a benefit that was being given doesn't mean it's not having an effect on what you will or will not say. That's good.
Well, sure, it, it doesn't mean it's not having an effect, but I, of course, it has an effect. I just think it's something that is moral to do, or is not immoral to do. Uh, like categorically, it's not categorically immoral to do, and I don't think it goes against the Constitution categorically.
You don't think it goes against the Constitution categorically? In your
Yeah,
opinion,
I
is your
don't think
opinion
taking
swayed at
away
all? In
what
is your opinion swayed at all by the fact that the judge is leaning Harvard's favor?
um are these like judges from where? Because
This
I
is
think that really
Massachusetts.
okay, because I think it really matters because depending on, I mean, if that same thing were to be done by judges in Texas, I believe they might have a different one because judges are capable of being ideologically biased just as much as anyone else is, even though they're supposed to not be. They're still capable of having that internally. Uh, and
It
I
could
just don't
be
think.
like even I think the problem is
Yeah.
this is maybe it's my problem. Like even the arguments you're bringing to me aren't even the arguments the government's making. Like the government didn't even make the we're allowed to take away Harvard's funding because they're doing violations of like civil rights. Like that, if you read their like memorandum in opposition, nor were they making any kind of argument that like taking away funding for like what constitutes free speech isn't legal. They're making like procedural arguments. And that's you
Okay.
to me. That's usually an indication that like those arguments are probably either one or extremely weak, so there's not a channel they're even pursuing.
Sure. And I guess I'm sort of swayed that okay, there is a decent chance that it could be unconstitutional now. I'm not sure one way or the other. But looking at it from a morality standpoint, I don't believe it's immoral to do. And I believe that's more important.
Immoral. What's I'm not trying to have like a philosophy. It's immoral under like a utilitarian sense. Um, I don't
Uh,
know. I don't think you're maximizing well being by not like allowing like cancer research to be funded, especially when you're like taking it away at the expense of trying to like um chilling like certain free speech in different campuses.
okay.
I don't
I
think it's like advancing anybody's well being, but
well, I'm not a utilitarian, so we're gonna differ here.
it's gonna be
But
fundamental difference. But okay,
yeah,
I'm debating Mega. Do you want me to post this on YouTube or not? Or
I mean, sure, you're already live, right? So
yeah,
I mean that's fine. I don't. I mean, I don't mind it. Yeah.
okay.
Um.
You asked my opinion on Andrew Yang and DMs.
Yes. 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 I did.
I need to look him up.
He was the
I've heard of
Forward
him.
Party guy.
Oh, Andrew Yang. Yes, he was more libertarian, wasn't he?
Um. I looked at the Forward Party. It looks like it basically looked like a somewhat weird amalgamation between neoliberals, technocrats, and populists.
Yeah, the only people I've heard push him are like crypto people.
Okay, let me see.
Presidential campaign. Wait, does it have his
Forward
beliefs?
Party. Forward Party, United
Make
States.
America think harder. Math, not right, not left, not left, not right. Forward. Initially considered a long shot, Yang's campaign gained significant momentum in February 2019, following an appearance on a popular podcast, The Joe Rogan Appearance on a podcast anchor. Yang emphasized several libertarian-leaning policies that contributed to his growing popularity, such as support for decriminalizing drugs, privacy rights, the ending of corporate welfare, all of which focus on reducing power, intervention, and personalized economy. Later appeared on other podcasts and shows, including The Breakfast Club, The Ben Shapiro Show, and Real Time with Bill Maher, where he continued advocating for criminal justice reform, cryptocurrency, yeah, there you go, regulation, clarity, and nuclear energy investment, ideas that aligned with the broader goals of individual freedom and market innovation. By March 2019, Yang had met polling and fundraising thresholds to qualify for the first round of the Democratic primary debates. He later qualified for third. Yeah, like the site, like technocrat libertarian leaving shit.
Yeah.
If some seems like there's some emphasis on climate change with like the nuclear shit.
Yeah, I don't know too much about him. He has that. Argued for ranked choice voting, UBI, although framed as a national dividend,
Okay.
I believe.
I just realized I can't click off that,
Uh,
otherwise it's gonna look really bad.
yeah, that's what I've seen of him. So
Okay. I don't know. Do you even support Trump still, or
me,
yeah?
uh, broadly yes. I broadly support him in large part just as an opposition to, or the very least a partial opposition to the status quo, which I don't really support. So
I don't know, it's partial opposition, but he's continuing to fund Ukraine. He
yeah,
bombed Iran, kind of broke his no new wars promise, continued to increase the deficit, and he's
that's,
floundering on like the Epstein shit right now with the files. Like,
yeah.
it seems like he's pretty in like with whatever deep state he was talking about.
Um, I don't. Yeah, partial. That's why I say partial opposition.
Oh,
I
partial.
don't.
Okay.
Yeah. For the Epstein thing, I simply don't believe that he could do anything about it, whether or not he wants to. Um, I just think that whatever entrenched interests. I mean, some people say that I don't know, Epstein's like for intelligence, or or whatever, or he's or some people go, oh, he works for the CIA or Mossad or whatever, right? And if that's not the case, I mean, we've basically got all there is to the story. If what the government's saying is true, and if the government's saying is false, and he does work, he was like an asset of the CIA or Mossad or whatever. I don't think there's any real way of us getting any more stuff from it.
Do you generally think that with like a lot of evidence has come out recently about I think that it seems like he's actually in the files and everything, that there might be a little bit more than him just being like a Mossad agent and him being forced, but he might have incentive to actively cover for it.
Um, if he was in the files and seriously implicated in as doing that stuff, I think that it would have came out during the Biden presidency.
What happens if Democrats are also in it?
I mean, they could have just redacted those parts, and he could even release the files and redact the parts that he's in if that really was the only issue with it.
Yeah, but
Um,
do you think like a lot of times when that happens, I think it'd be kind of like obvious, like yeah,
hold on, give me
this isn't
sorry,
like
sorry,
everything
give
that
me
you
one
knew.
second.
Yeah, go ahead.
My mom.
Yeah, go ahead. Holy shit. Um. Let's see if my appeal on TikTok is going through. It definitely hasn't.
Yeah, sorry, I'm back. I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah, you were in the middle of something. Did they interrupt you saying something? Or...
Yeah. I was saying, do you not think people think a little bit suspicious if only on one candidate you came out with shit?
Yeah, I do think people would think that's suspicious, but I mean, people think it's suspicious that he's not releasing the stuff, and I mean, also just as a I don't want to say anecdotal, but a qualitative thing. This isn't really binding evidence, but part of the reason why I don't really think that he's seriously implicated as doing stuff in the files, which is that I mean, you look at come on, he's had a pretty colorful history. Let's be honest. He has he's had multiple wives, and you look at them; they're all the same type of person, and you know, so he has a certain type, and I just don't think he'd go for weird pedophilia stuff. I just don't,
I
you
don't
know.
know. He said some pretty weird stuff on like I forgot who was it, like Brett. Fuck, I forgot the fucking podcast. I think the quote was like he goes backstage like during the pageants, like to get a look, and at the time he did own like Miss Teen USA, So that like he's made some pretty weird statements. I don't. Of course, this is my position. I don't know if he's in it or not. I think it's weird that this is all coming up. I think it's weird, like the constant narrative changing that's coming from the administration. Um, uh, yeah, shit. Definitely good. He definitely could be more implicated than we thought.
That's a possibility. I still don't really think that's the case. Yeah, I just don't really think that's the case. I mean, of course, he's had a colorful past. He's not, you know, in many senses, he had, again, he's gotten married multiple and divorced multiple times. He's been pretty promiscuous, both things I really, disagree with as a Catholic. But
Best
judging
friends,
by the
best friends
people
for
he
10
tends to,
years.
what?
Best friends for 10 years.
What do you mean?
Epstein's closest friend for 10 years.
Oh, I mean,
Have you seen that one?
Epstein was friends with a ton of people.
No. Have you seen the Epstein being interviewed? The clip of Epstein saying he was best friends with Donald Trump, or Trump's closest friend for 10 years.
I have not seen that, but I
I'll
mean,
send
I'd
that to your
believe it.
DMs. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, I'd believe it. I'll just take you at your word on that one. But I mean, he was friends with a lot of people in a lot of high places, and I just don't believe that he's seriously implicated in the files. I mean, I believe if that were the case, it would have came out beforehand under a Democrat administration, and I definitely could be wrong. I just think that it's definitely more likely than not that he's not seriously implicated in the files.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to like the Alex Acosta stuff, with him being his labor secretary and getting him off when Epstein got the first time. Like I already said, the best friends for 10 years. Hedging during the election. Elon Musk coming out saying he's like actually in the Epstein files, like way more implicated.
Oh yeah.
Like actually coming out that he definitely isn't.
Oh yeah. Musk
defi-
Musk did say that.
Yeah, he definitely
And
did say it.
no,
Like it's all super. Like to me, it all points to it being more likely that he is actually implicated in like a way of being a pedophile. But I don't. Once again, I don't know that. I'm not saying that is. I can never make that
yeah,
claim.
of course. I don't believe that he is. Is he likely mentioned there as a name somewhere in the files? Most likely, yeah. I mean, he's a person in high up places. He has had business relations, at minimum business relations with Epstein, right? It's just I don't I don't believe there would be anything in there that would seriously implicate him as being a pedophile. And Elon Musk, he's not really the type of guy to lie outright. He'd probably try and say something that's true, but omit parts of it. And I think that's what he was doing when he said Trump is in the Epstein files. Like, sure, his name is likely more likely than not, his name's somewhere in there. I don't think he's seriously implicated as being a pedophile.
I think wait, yeah, let me read this. Time to drop the really big bomb. Donald Trump is in the Epstein files. That's the real reason they have not been made public. Have a nice day.
Yeah.
Like when he says that's a real reason to have been made public, that seems like he's done something bad that would mean he wouldn't actually want to drop them.
That is the implication there. I mean, I mainly think he just said that because he's upset at Trump. Really.
Yeah,
But
now at the time, but now we know he is actually in them. So I just little by little more stacking up, and then like with the have you looked into like the testimony release thing? Like them asking to release the grand jury testimony.
I have not. Have you seen the thing where the letter that Trump allegedly sent Epstein?
Yes, I have seen that. I don't
Yeah.
really see how it implicated him more. It's weird,
Yeah,
but I don't really see how it implicated him.
allegedly he sent a letter, and then when they were asked, "Hey, do you have any pictures of the letter he sent?" They're like, no, we actually don't have we only have recreations, and then he's like, what are you talking about? I didn't send that letter, and he's trying to sue them for defamation. And also, the letter just does not seem like something he'd send, let's be honest. Since when was he a poet, for one? And for two, he doesn't strike me as the type to be like a doodler and to draw stuff. All of that just seems incredibly not like Trump. Not that that's definitive evidence or whatever, but I just
But
don't believe
also,
it.
the Wall Street Journals are a very reputable source, and
I
generally they are, and they would have known the second that they released that shit that they would be gone after in a lot with a lawsuit. So
yeah, I mean,
it would be kind of like they know the consequences to like releasing that kind of stuff. So it'd also be very weird for them to release something and that they couldn't actually back up.
I think they were just being opportunistic and trying to take down his credibility when his credibility is already
I don't
vulnerable.
I don't know about that. Isn't the Wall Street Journal is like the is right leaning?
Is what?
It is right leaning.
Well, yeah, right leaning, sure. I mean, yeah, I still don't believe that. I mean, just because something's right leaning doesn't mean it aligns with Trump, right?
Yeah,
I mean, it's center right in the fiscal sense, but Trump's not really the most fiscally conservative guy, you
at
know?
all.
Yeah. So I I don't know. I think there are quite a bit of differences ideologically between Wall Street
I don't
Journal and
like. Do we have an
Donald
example of the Wall Street Journal like doing something like this before?
Trump.
Like doing some.
I'm not sure. We might not. I don't know. Uh,
And it just doesn't seem. I wouldn't think they. I don't. I wouldn't think they would do it. They seem to have some kind of source behind it. I think didn't Maxwell's lawyers come out and say it's true. I don't. I have to check that.
I don't know about that, but I just think that if they did have a source, that they would be upfront about it. Because right now, as it's looking, it just very much so looks like, I mean, it looks like it's not real.
I don't like you say it looks like it's not real, but I think that's just from a place of bias, really. That oh, they're just attacking Trump. But if you're looking at it if you're looking at it from my understanding, you're like, well, okay, they're a reputable source. They wouldn't really have a reason to do this. But also, it is true that news organizations have gone after Trump, so I wouldn't really know. I think that'd be like the more fair position to take.
Sure. I mean, yeah, I guess so. I mean, also, I just don't. I guess you've said, the Wall Street Journal isn't the type of, you don't think it's the type of outlet to lie about stuff. It's seems pretty
Lie
reputable.
about stuff that could get them into like a lawsuit.
Yeah.
That big with defamation. Yeah.
In the same vein, I guess less so. That just doesn't seem like something that Trump would do. Like the whole letter, right? Again, since when was he a poet? Like that's very out of character for him. I don't really take him to be the doodler type. We've seen multiple letters that he's sent to other people. They haven't had doodles on them. He hasn't drawn things. It just seems
I encourage you
incredible.
watch the Vodzilla video on this. He goes over like those points, and while he's not like frequently a drawer, he has done doodles in the past, and I think they actually did confirm that he does. I think they did confirm that he does send like birthday letters to some people. Obviously, doesn't mean like the Epstein one is actually real, but then yeah, I don't think it's impossible considering Epstein himself said he was like his closest friend for 10 years for that to happen. I don't know if it like when he says like our little secret, doesn't tell us anything more than like we already know. I don't really think, even if it was real. So I don't. It's not the huge thing I'm focusing on. I think it's like a smoking gun.
That's true, and also, I don't believe that if it was real, I don't believe that Trump would sue, because that would just be if it was real and they could prove it.
No, Trump would definitely do that. No, that's
That would just
like
be ripe for a countersuit. He would lose a ton of money.
well, Trump loves to do that, right? Like he
You're not wrong, actually. Yeah.
he fucking he just sues everybody. Remember, he sued the fucking Iowa. Yeah, it was the Iowa pollster who predicted that he would absolutely. It was I read it was fucking ridiculous. It's like predicting elections wrong mean your election interfering. It's like okay, bro.
You know what? You're not wrong.
So that's just speaking of free speech. Yeah, I think. Do you think that can have a chilling effect on free speech?
Lawsuits that
Yeah.
frivolous lawsuits on. I mean, yeah, it's been a thing for a while now, but yeah, I do think that is a problem for free speech. Do I think it's unique to Trump? No. Do I think he does it quite often? Yeah, probably. either that, or he just kind of just gets angry and decides to sue them because he can afford to lose the money. I have no clue. You know,
He's egotistical. I think it's also really good
yeah,
optically for him.
that's true. I mean, I'm not going to deny that he has a big ego. Although I do, in a way, I do think that's a good thing because I hear me out. Okay, so in a way, I do think that that's kind of a good thing because he has a ton of money, right? He has a ton of money. He doesn't need more money. He can easily get by with what he does. So, and he has a massive ego. So, he likely wants to make a big, lasting impact on the United States that he thinks is in a good direction because he wants to be in the history books. He wants his name in lights. Like, he wants to be
Yeah, but trying to do things
on.
like slashing interest rates right now, like oof.
I mean, sure, but I mean, if you okay, put this in context, I'm not a big fan of the Federal Reserve controlling rates for the most part. But
I smell the fucking round ball on you. Go ahead. Okay.
so I don't think that keeping them artificially low is a good thing. I don't think that keeping them artificially high is a good thing. I'm just sort of indifferent to the issue. I'm just like, yeah, I just sort of take it for granted that it's gonna be a thing that affects people, and I don't, yeah, lowering the rates, it will boost the economy in the short term. It will also really turn the heat up underneath underneath the government to get this debt thing done, but I don't think the debt thing's ever going to get done. So
No, what they want to Scott Bessent and Trump want to lower interest rates right now so that they can once again take the existing debt that we have and put it out on like short-term bonds so that and kick the can down the road on like this like basically debt bomb that Janet Yellen
no, yeah,
created for us. Yeah.
no, yeah,
So it's not
I
really.
know,
It's
I
not gonna
agree.
yeah, it's not gonna do anything, and it's also just gonna.
I
It's gonna continue inflation. So
I agree. It's going to continue first. It's going to kick the can down the road. I don't think it's too different than what Biden did, and too different from what everyone else is doing. I just think that's just sort of a neutral thing where it's like, yeah, he's going to do that. I don't like it, but it's to be expected.
trying to do that by like alleging fraud against the like by alleging fraud against Jerome Powell, which is completely
Oh,
bullshit.
I was not aware of that. I was aware that
Yeah,
he's
he
trying to get him
says yeah
fired, but
he's
trying to get him to
alleging
step
fraud
down.
and he said he's
Step down.
investigating Jerome Powell over renovations at the Fed building because they've gone over budget.
Mm.
But the reason that they've gone over budget, they've like hit like high water tables, like boring fucking shit that like reasons that all current projects end up going over budget. But also,
Yeah.
The original plan for the project involved having, I think, in some areas like a glass like backing or wall.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be made out of different materials. But Trump appointees on the board who approved the plan pushed for there to be marble instead, which is way more expensive. And the reason they did this because Trump signed an executive order in his first term, which basically told all federal agencies to make their buildings more in a like identifiable in traditional sense, which were like Roman pillars, like made out of
Ooh, that's
marble.
nice.
So it was so yeah, like trying to allege phony fraud to like get the Fed at lower interest rates. Like that's
Yeah.
corruption if I've ever like talked about it or if I've ever like defined it.
I don't think it's corruption. I don't think that's the right word. I think it's abuse of power. It's trying to extend influence, basically. But I mean, what is politics if not just trying to extend influence and trying to?
Well, I don't know. Google definition: dishonest or fraudulent conduct by those power. Like I guess it's dishonest conduct. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Maybe is that too broad?
when you say corruption, I generally think for personal economic gain, which I don't believe he's getting any personal economic gain for it. His administration, he wants his administration to look good, but I'd call it abuse of power, not corruption. But that's just a nitpick. Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. But
like what other like aspects do you support of him? Is it like Doge maybe, or
in general, I support the direction, basically, where I think America needs a change off of the current system that we have, and I think he represents a partial change away from it in a generally good direction, which is a more. I mean, a lot of what he's doing is trying to reconsolidate or to shift power over to the Republican Party. Because if you look at what's been happening since basically since the New Deal, the government has been slowly consolidating power towards the Democratic establishment. And what he's trying to do is he's trying to basically start the ball rolling on that and consolidate it towards the Republican establishment, which, I mean, they're both kind of, I guess you can say they're both kind of bad, but I think a change needs to happen because the elites have become too entrenched, basically. The interests have become too entrenched. I'd prefer a regime change, which I believe is what he's aiming for, a soft regime change, kind of like how, again, the New Deal was kind of the start of a soft regime change. So,
like I guess if you only care about political power, I feel like if you care about other things like, hey, how corrupt are politicians in office, or like doing like good, um, economically, like on domestic policy, or making sure to follow
I think
like
the economics
constitutions. I don't
doing
I don't
well.
really see like how he's doing that, and if he the fact that he's if he bunk like the way he's bungling everything right now, it looks like the midterms are going to be pretty shit.
I actually think the midterms are going to go pretty well for him. Now, I think
Like when's the last time we heard Tim Pool come out against Trump? Like
I don't know. I don't pay attention to Tim.
okay, well I like Tim Pool, Joe Rogan. I think even like Charlie Kirk, Ben Shapiro. I think everybody like and the Epstein shit alone has
Oh yeah,
come out. Like
absolutely.
it's a complete like what's going on Trump. So I'm
Oh
just
yeah,
like on this if he can get this path, I don't really see the
of
midterms
course.
going out well.
They're,
But
they're very very angry at him for the Epstein stuff, but I am really upset that basically people think that it's a possibility to get this done. Like, let's take let's assume that assume that he has every incentive to do it. Assume that he's not in it. Assume that will only go. Assume that he's not in it. Stuff like that. Would he really be able to do it? I don't think that's politically feasible for him to do. It would open up the federal government and the Trump administration to many lawsuits from people who are implicated or mentioned in the files, but without what
I
they
just
would
don't.
consider sufficient
I just
evidence.
don't get like if that's true, and if he this remember this kind of thing. Epstein lied in 2019, right? Like I'm unconvinced that Trump would have had some knowledge of this, of like what he could and couldn't release. And if that is true, then did he just like basically like lied to the American people about like saying yeah I might release it, and then like saying he's gonna appoint people who are like saying I'm absolutely going to release this, like that just seems super fucking dishonest. Like he was actually lying. Like he could even come up in the first place. Then
Fair enough. Fair enough. No, that is a valid critique. Fair.
yeah,
I don't know what else to say about
yeah. I
that.
just I just don't really see like I think that's the best argument for it. I just don't. If you're gonna say like I think that's like if you're trying to say okay, what's like the least bad way, like the least like if you're trying to spin this like what's the way he least fucked up? Like I would say that's probably it. But um shit, I just don't see a reason to support him.
I mean, yeah.
Like
I
Doge has
just
been a disaster. I think I
I think
just
Doge has
they
been
spent like
doing pretty well.
136 billion. It's been estimated, and they've saved like some 80 billion.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Doge is basically good for cutting a ton of stuff. Uh, did they were they able to touch most of it? Of course not, but I never really expected them to be able to. Like a large majority of our budget is already what Congress has considered, mandatory spending. And then a large portion of the rest of it is just to either interest, which we have to pay out, or to defense, which is one of, if not the only legitimate uh, intrinsically legitimate uses of government. So, yeah.
Yeah, just if you're saying like, oh, we're gonna come yourselves money, then you end up spending like 36 billion dollars, and you end up saving more. What? That's. I wish I could do math in
Yeah.
my head. Wish I could do
Well,
math in my
it
head.
is
That's
reallocating a
56.
lot of money
That's 56
from,
billion.
yeah, it is reallocating a lot of money from what I would say are counterproductive causes to productive causes.
I
So
don't.
there is that.
I don't really see Doge's reallocating. Let me go on Doge's website.
Well,
Yeah, wrong.
right. Doge was cutting funding. They were saying that Doge is going to cut the bloat, and then the big beautiful bill, as it was named, is to basically to spend on other things. So in essence, it's reallocating. Right, you're cutting some of what you consider bloat to put onto what you wouldn't consider bloat. I think that's just a
I
and
don't really think you're reallocating if you're spending 136 billion in OMB funds and like trying to do that. Like if you can
in
only
which
if yeah, that's what they predicted. I think it's like Watchdog came up with like an
wait,
estimate of how much a lot of it's because Doge would like cancel contracts, and and then the agency would come back and say, "Hey, these contracts are really fucking important. We need them back." And then they would have to pay the termination costs plus all the costs to like um get the contract back on board. So it ended up costing them like a fuck ton of money because they would cut contracts without actually like consulting the agency or the people in the agency about like what was
yeah.
important and what wasn't.
I mean, sure,
I think it happened with like the VA, if I'm correct.
yeah, that is, I'd say that is more so a big problem with the current way that things operate, more so than a problem with Doge in particular. I think the issue is that they actually had to reinstate those contracts. I think that's what the issue is there. But yeah,
Yeah, just
um,
probably should keep contracts for like people who supply like hospital materials, for the VA. It's probably
I,
a little bit important. Um,
I
that's just one example. It was just really incompetently run in general too. Like the people who were trying to like even calculate like how much they saved, like obviously didn't know what they were doing. They obviously didn't understand like federal contract. I think I was talking about like the contract vehicles earlier. I forgot the exact acronym. I need to brush up on this. But there's broader contract vehicles and under which contracts are like allocated. And what Dojo do is they cut one contract under the broader vehicle the contracts are in, and then they'd say we cut all of it, and they would say, oh, we didn't just save the one contract cut, we saved the entire vehicle, and we saved the entire vehicle, we saved the full potential amount of it, not even the obligated amount. It was the way they were calculating it was like insane.
I mean, sure. I just think we're coming at this from two different angles. The whole supporting Trump thing, because you're coming at it from the angle of how
How good
the
is he running
success
the
metrics
government? Like what
the
is he
success
what is he
metrics
doing?
of current things based on current standards and benchmarks, whereas I'm more viewing it from the lens of a shift in the political power base that I generally think is a good shift. So
Well, we'll see if that actually happens.
yeah,
I think if he personally, not just personally, I think like actually, what are
and
yeah, 37% is ridiculous, Lilo. I don't. Yeah, I'd agree with you. Like, is like like the fucking groypers would do the thing where it's like it's okay for me to be anti-Semitic and hate all Jewish people, because it's right under the First Amendment. It's like, but it's not okay. But it's free speech. It's like, oh my gosh, like won't engage with what you're saying. Yeah, I know, I get that. It's not good though. See, what's Trump? Yeah, 30. Yeah, 30. Yeah, no, that's fine. Like 37% is like ridiculous though. Like I don't see how you could say like that's advancing Republican Party. I will say if you want to say under his first administration with like all the Supreme Court picks, absolutely. I would say like that if there's anything that Trump has done in like his overall political career, like the Supreme Court is favoring him well here. But other than that, no. I just don't see like now he's like saying, "Oh, we're funding Ukraine, like we're bombing Iran." Like he's continuing the exact same policies. I just don't see he's like I guess if you want to say if you want to say it's like in a if you want to say it's if it's isn't in American interest, like Israel. I guess if Israel is, yeah. I don't think particularly though. I think like you're on the assumption that one that Iran is going to use like a nuclear weapon, and like two, or restricts effective. I would say probably like I'm gonna say I don't know. The initial reporting said they weren't. They really didn't. We set them back by like a couple months at most. And when we use like unused bombs like that, like the Moabs, um, now like Iran knows how deep it needs to build. It needs to build its next like airstrip facilities, because they now from like the initial strike they know like how deep they can go. So I think like we lost some like valuable like intelligence there, and if the strikes were ineffective, it probably helped Iran actually. All the sites. Fuck. Why am I using my phone? I'm literally left on my computer. Holy shit. Okay.